This is week 16 of the NFL, and in this Need to Know, we're talking running backs. All the chalky running backs were a dud last weekend, but with the top options seeing so many touches, we can still expect the ownership to fall on Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, and Alvin Kamara. I would never tell you to fade a 30-touch back like Zeke, but be aware that his price is near a season high. I expect him to crush this weak Buccaneers defense, but with Zeke being so popular and pricey, I won't be forcing him into lineups. Saquon's price dropped a little on FanDuel and a lot on DraftKings, so I'm not a big fan of playing him on FanDuel this week. As you know, FanDuel scoring rewards touchdowns more than raw production, and the Giants have been a significantly worse scoring offense without Odell Beckham on the field. The Indy defense has been tough lately, and I don't expect Saquon to have that many scoring opportunities against them. So for those reasons, I'm fading him on FanDuel and planning to be underweight on DraftKings. Meanwhile, I definitely won't be fading Alvin Kamara, as his price has come down recently while his receiving work has gone up. Kamara has averaged 19 touches a game over his last 3, including 20 catches. And there's the narrative that he was just snubbed from the Pro Bowl and might want to send a message this week. Of the many pivot options this week, my favorites are Tevin Coleman, Nick Chubb, and Elijah McGuire. Recommending Coleman after he blew up last Sunday feels like recency bias, but the opportunity is undeniable. With Ito Smith injured, there's only practice squad back Brian Hill competing for touches, and the Panthers are starting a backup quarterback, increasing the chance of a dominant Falcons win and Coleman racking up touches in the second half. Browns running back Nick Chubb remains pricey, but gets arguably the best matchup of the week. Chubb is being fed in every narrative except the Browns being blown out, which will absolutely not happen against a dismal Bengals team. The Browns are more than a touchdown favorite at home against a Bengals team missing 3 of their starting skill players, so I can't imagine a better spot for Chubb to crush. The backfield situation for both sides of the Packers and Jets game is identical. All the starters are out and the teams are down to just one running back seeing action. That means either Elijah McGuire or Jamal Williams are fine plays, but I slightly prefer the Jets' McGuire because the Packers are missing 3 of their starting defensive linemen and have yet to win a road game this season. McGuire has over 20 touches in his last 2 games, and I think we see a similar workload on Sunday. For contrarian backs, most of the guys I'm considering are in DraftKings because you get a greater discount for moving away from the chalk. The 2 I really like this week are Sony Michel and Kenyon Drake. Sony Michel has been all about game script this season. He does work when the Patriots go up big and grind the game away. And with the Patriots favored by nearly 2 touchdowns at home against the Bills, I think we see a ton of touches for Michel on Sunday. And since he hasn't had a useful game in a month, his price has taken a hit too. And Kenyon Drake is a guy I want on DraftKings for his receiving ability. Even after the loss of Frank Gore, Drake didn't really pick up much rushing work, but I expect the Dolphins to be trailing against Jacksonville and have more use for Drake than Kalen Ballage on Sunday.